Higher supply costs, less labor on the painter, less coats of paint, less labor on the body guy. Culvert Speedokote finished now. All right, got our Honda Civic in. This is the G30YP, I believe. Honda color. Relatively straightforward job. Rear bumper damage, needed some plastic welding and body work. Door blend, pillar blend, fender replacement, bumper replacement. Epic hail damage on the hood. Should have gotten that on film, but oh well. Fender blend, front bumper repaint, and that's it. I'm going to show you guys today a couple products I like to use on more higher end jobs that I like to get, good. Now, when it comes to product costs, lower the costs, sometimes less usability. Puts more labor on the painter, puts more labor on the body man. Higher supply costs, less labor on the painter, less coats of paint, less labor on the body guy. We got both on the Speedokote website. We got the cheap stuff and we got the expensive stuff. You want to spend top dollar, get the best stuff out there in the world? We got it. You want to spend a low dollar and get cheap stuff? Well, you're still going to get the best cheap stuff out there. It's just going to be a little cheaper. Our lower solids clear, so you're going to have to work a little harder, put it on a little wetter, maybe do 1 or 2 additional coats of clear. If you have a new-ish, low mileage car, this is going to be a video for you guys at home to watch. Load some paint up in the good old black Spider, and we are going to start spraying. Catch you guys on the paint side. Alright, so we are moving into the color on this job. Now, as you guys can see, Speedokote base is a little bit more on the pricey side. However, it is going to reduce your labor costs in half when it comes down to getting coverage, okay? You're not going to have to dance around the car 10 times like you would with a cheaper base coat like Nason or like a Shopline or any of those other like really cheap base coats. This is like a one and done type of paint. You put one coat over most primers and most ground coats. You put one coat over it, and you pull your gun back. You do like a control coat for the metallics, and you're done. You pretty much spray it the same way you would a waterborne paint. Now, when I say most primers, definitely be careful with your primer selection. The one mistake I made on this job was not covering the dark gray primer over the light gray primer on the hood. I would have gotten faster coverage on this hood. I did have to do a full 2 coats of base over this hood to cover over that primer. It was kind of annoying, but that's user error. Shouldn't have used as light color of a primer. Should have used a darker primer, and this is where, primer selection is critical when it comes to, painting. And also, you can tint your primers. There's all kinds of tricks in the book. We're wrapping up our color with a color blender. We're going to blend our color out. All you got to do, drop a couple little bit of base into your color blender solution, you're going to spray past where your full concentration of base is. So we stopped our full concentration of base at the mirror. You're going to spray your color blender solution past that, you know, kind of fade that color into the rest of the door, and you're good to go. There you guys have it. Dang near perfect match with the Speedokote base. The Speedokote base never disappoints. A tiny bit of trouble with coverage on the hood because the hood I use like a light gray primer. So that I had to do, you know, a full 2 coats over it with the drop. But the areas where I put the dark gray primer, I mean, this was like 1 coat and it was covered through here. 1 coat covered, done. This stuff covers ridiculously well. The extra money on big jobs, totally worth it. You're gonna have less labor, less coats of paint, less spraying. It really does make these bigger jobs a breeze, and I absolutely love the Speedokote base. I use it for pretty much all of my bigger jobs now. It works out awesome. I'm crazy on the clear coat, just 2 coats of the SMR 42 clear. This stuff, you really don't gotta pile it on too wet. It's pretty high solids. We just did, you know, 1 medium coat for a first coat. Second coat, we went a little bit wetter than a medium, maybe like a lighter wet coat, like a full wet, whatever. But we really didn't go too crazy on the clear coat. Could I have done a 3rd coat? Yes. But I also didn't want to make it outshine the factory paint. If you guys come here, look. Okay, look at my paint. This is the door that we blended. And then look at the factory paint. Perfect match, you know, in texture and gloss and color. There's more to paint matching than just the color. Oh, look at the color, that's a little off. Yeah, this is a terrible job. No, there's more to that. You know, if your texture is totally off with the clear coat, you know, that can also make a job look terrible as well. This one, man, we nailed it. The texture on the clear coat, you know, if you look from panel to panel, I mean, it's a dang near dead-on match. Like, you really cannot even tell that this car was painted. This car really needs more bodywork and paint, you know, but we opted out to do that for right now. And this quarter panel's all freaking waffled up and a couple dents on the roof and a couple dingers in the trunk and stuff. But, you know, it got to the point where, look, standing a couple feet away,
Bumpers fixed, doors blended, you know, all this is blended beautifully. So this has got a nice color match through here. Replace the bumper, fix a couple of the dents on the hood. It's still a little wavy. You know, it's still a little wavy in some spots, but you know, it looks better than what it was, and it looks decent. You know, we weren't trying to get it museum quality. This is just the 2017 Honda Civic, nothing special. It's the special edition, you know, G30 PY Pearl. So it is you know, it is a cool car, but it's not, you know, it's not a Type R. Your bumper, I mean, we painted pretty much all the way up to this lip. And I mean, you can see there is really no real difference. Any difference that there is probably just because, you know, paint lays a little bit different on plastic than it does metal. So, but, you know, very, very, very nice match. And wrap it up. If you guys are looking for the most user-friendly, best auto body and detail supplies in the world, there's one place you guys need to go, www.speedokote.com. They have everything you guys need, start to finish, primer, base, and clear, everything you need to get your projects done. If you're there, click my name as your rep, Marco. All of the proceeds go into the YouTube page so we can continue buying cool rice burners just like this and keep providing you guys with awesome videos. Catch you guys next week.